Hey buddies, it's me and Juniper here. And we are going to lead you through the making of a first pinch pot. And so I'd love for the substitute to make sure that everybody in the room has a cube of clay that fits comfortably in the palm of her hand. And the way to do that is by cutting the clay with your dental floss across and then into 9 cubes. You'll do that probably twice. Yeah, and so I'd like for the cubes to be even, about all the same size and just the right size to fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. If it's too big, the exercise might be a little hard at first, or for a first time. And so, pause the video here and make sure everybody has their cube of clay in their hand before resuming the video. Okay, so I think it would also be nice if folks were not facing the table, but were sitting on their low stools, maybe in the open spot in the classroom, but at tables is okay too. But here's the most important part. I'm going to lead you through the making of this pinch pot. And so it's going to take us about 10 or 12 minutes. And so just be silent so that you can listen while I talk and make as I guide you. Okay, so everybody go ahead and before you even pick up the clay, just rest it on a board or a piece of paper. And for this first part, begin by closing your eyes. And so what I want you to do is come up to the edge of your stool so that your feet can be flat on the floor. And remember our happy dog meditation. Make sure your tail can stick out happily behind you, which means you're going to kind of roll forward onto the edge of your stool. Your hands can rest comfortably in your lap. And I just want you to begin to straighten your spine. Imagine that you're a really proud, happy dog or cat with your chest rising between your shoulder blades and your ears pointing straight up from the top of your head, with a string rising from your tailbone, up your spine, out the crown of your head to make sure that your spine is nice and straight. And then I want you to kind of just settle into your breathing. And you're going to begin breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And it should just be at a comfortable pace. And I want you to begin to feel a nice warm hum inside your body. Not a literal hum, a silent hum. It's a felt hum. And what we're doing is becoming completely present and absorbed in the current moment. So don't stop. Completely present. There's nothing else. Only this moment, this seat beneath you, this ground supporting you, the warm, friendly presence of all your classmates and your teacher. And so I'm going to guide you through your whole entire body until we end in your fingertips. And only then do we pick up your clay. So first what I want you to do is bring your awareness to the soles of your feet where they meet the earth. And move up to the tops of your feet, into your ankles, your calves, your knees, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your sits bones where they come in contact with the seat, your hips, the place between your hips and your belly button that's sometimes known as the hara, the seat of all awareness. Bring your attention to your belly, your diaphragm and your rib cage, your lungs, your heart center, up into your throat and your vocal cords, up into your mouth and your jaw, rising into your sinuses and your nasal cavity, and the tips of your ears and your eye sockets, and your frontal lobe, and to the very crown of your head. And now that your whole body is full of awareness, begin to bring it back down through your head to your chin, to the tops of your shoulders, to your biceps, your triceps, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, the palms of your hands. Enjoy 10 seconds of feeling the energy pulsing between the two palms of your hands. And then in one nice big inhale and exhale, without opening your eyes, you may pick up your ball of clay. First, notice its temperature. It's cold. And then I'd like for you to begin pressing that ball of clay the entire time with your eyes closed into a ball. No longer a pointy cube, but a ball. You can just leave your hands in your lap. And for the whole rest of this exercise, you don't need sight. The only sense that you need is your sense of touch and your sense of hearing, so that you can hear what I say. And that's it. Okay. And when you think you've made a nice ball, feel free to, if you need to whap it a couple times, you can do that. And I want you to be assured that the very richest and best part of this exercise is the experience, not necessarily the outcome. But I often do find that these pots that I make during meditation, when my eyes are closed, are some of the most symmetrical and perfect bowls. Okay, so once you've got a ball, hold it for just a minute. And I want you to take 3 good inhales and exhales. And at the end of your 3rd exhale, drive your thumb down into the center of your ball. Not through it, though. And then slowly begin spiraling and pressing. You're pressing with your one thumb inside the ball, and you're supporting strongly but gently with your fingers on the outside of the ball. And you're spiraling from the bottom to the top, never ever touching the rim of your pot. And I want each pinch to last 1 whole second. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, Slow your roll. Spiraling, making sure that the pressure that you apply in one pinch is the same as the pressure you apply in another pinch. And as you're pinching, I want you to consider the possibility that your clay pot that you're making now is like your life, your person, who you are. And today, on this first day back, I want you to think about the person you're growing into, the person you're becoming, especially on this very first day of the new semester. And I want you to think about the qualities of the person you would like to grow into this semester. And as you name those qualities of the person you'd like to become or begin to become, press them into the clay. And as all matter is really energy, particles and waves, when you think a thought, perhaps that you want to become more patient with yourself and with others, that thought travels along nerves, down your arm, into the tips of your fingers, and right directly into the clay. And so I want you to consider that what you're making right now is a wish bowl. And into it, you're pressing your wishes and intentions for the person you'd like to become this next semester. And across cultures and throughout time, it has often been believed that fire and smoke carry wishes out into the world beyond. And so know that when this pot that you're making is put into the kiln, the heat of the fire will turn your wishes into steam and then crystallize them into your clay pot, forever sealing them in. And so you'll always have a record and a memory and a vessel, literally a vessel containing your wishes and intentions. And so some of you have probably reached the lip, and now with your eyes closed still, feel around and see if there's extra clay in the bottom that you would like to press on a little bit, just gently, and bring up to the sides. You're continually kind of spinning that pot around in your supporting hand and smoothing with your thumb and supporting with your fingers on the outside of the pot. And I want you to take just a few last minutes to think about really pressing those wishes and intentions into the walls of your wish pot. And before you open your eyes, I want you to know that the pot that you have made, regardless of what it looks like, is perfect. It's exactly what it needs to be. And we're not going to fiddle with it once we've finished with this meditation. It's a very special relic that you've made at a time when your mind and spirit and hands were working in harmony. And so I want you to take 3 final inhales and outhales, thanking the clay for holding your wishes, and thanking your body for carrying your wishes to the clay, and thanking yourself for bringing your attention to this practice. You may put your clay vessel on the board in front of you and open your eyes and behold it. And before you put it away for the day using a pencil, please sign your name in the bottom of the pot and leave it to dry.